What's going on, guys? It's Michael here from GBU. So today we're going to do another product video, a bit of a how to put together the new M4 adapter that's coming out. It's only a couple of weeks away, so for all of those people that have pre-ordered, they are almost here, guys, and ready to rock and roll. So now we're just going to do a quick video just to show you guys how to put these things together from scratch. So basically we'll go through just what's inside of the box. So obviously you'll get your little plastic box here that you can see. So inside you will get the actual, I'll just pull it all out. So you will get your actual adapter shell. This one's just a two-piece one because that's all I've got here at the moment. Your mag release, which is CNC'd. So you will get all three adapters, so your Glock, your high capper, and your 1911, which again is unheard of here in Oz. You either have to purchase an adapter for, say, your Glock, and then you have to purchase another adapter for your high capper. Now, again, there isn't a 1911 adapter on the market at the moment until now. So there you go, guys. So that's what you get so far. The shell, the three adapters. You will get a HPA battery. Obviously your screws to put this thing together. You got your feed tube here, and then you'll also get your mag terminal plate, and then you'll also get the MOSFET as well, guys, that has the spring terminals, the sound activated MOSFET, and also the mini JST plug to go along with the HPA battery. And then also, obviously, depending on what you purchase this for, whether it be a GE, a double bell, or whatever, you will get that particular sleeve to go along with that particular mag as such. So the one today we have is a GE, so I'm just gonna do this thing from scratch. We're gonna install everything into this and then install it onto the magazine as well. So bear with me, we'll try and get this thing done as quick as possible. Just obviously if you're gonna go start with the positive, start the positive, put a bit of glue, that way you can kind of feed your cables through the actual channel itself. So right now I'm kind of just winging it without doing it correctly, but that's okay. So basically what I'm doing is the obvious. I'm putting the mag plate into the actual shell itself. So you want to make sure that the MOSFET is forward facing, so that way it can kind of feed up. So as you can see there is a hole which is made exactly for the MOSFET itself, just here. So you won't get your MOSFET raw like this. As I said, this is just a video just to kind of show you how to put it together. That way, again, if you do run into problems, then you will know how to pull it apart and make sure everything's back to normal the way it should be. So that's that one. So once you're at this point now you want to choose the adapter that you're going to be using. So in particular now, as I said before, we're going to do a high capper one, and in particular, again, the GE. So you got your O-ring that does come with the adapter, and you just want to run around the outside here. It'll look like so. And then to gain access to the bottom of your mag, there is in the GE, it's a 2.5 mil just in the bottom here, just on the opposite side of the fill valve. So you just go ahead and loosen that, unscrew it. Do make sure that you have expelled all of the gas, otherwise you're going to get a nasty little surprise if it is full. So obviously to expel your gas, just push the nozzle on the back side here, the valve, and that'll expel all the gas for you. So once you've gone ahead and undone the actual magazine itself and taken the base plate off, all you want to keep is just this screw here. This here you can put to the side, keep it for later, entirely up to you. Then you will have to take the components out of the actual magazine itself. So we haven't got a spring in this one, but it will have a spring, and then it will have like a little follower which sits on the bottom of the spring. Again, go ahead and put that to the side with the rest of the parts if you choose to keep it. Then we have our sleeve. So we're going to run our sleeve in. Now to go ahead and continue on with the steps, we're going to get our adapter, make sure that the feed hole matches up with the feed hole on the magazine itself. So one of the best and easiest ways to make sure that the seal is going to be sweet and that you don't pierce the O-ring is just grab some silicone oil or silicone spray. Give these O-rings a nice little spray. That way when you go to put it in, it all goes in nice and smoothly. And again, as I said, you're not going to catch the O-ring on anything traveling in. So once it is fully inside the actual magazine itself, it should look just like this. And then you're going to go ahead and grab your screw, and it is going to go into the back hole here in the indent. Just drop it in. So obviously once you're done, it'll look like so. And again, as you can see on the back side here is where your screw will be situated. So now we'll go ahead, install it into the shell, and we'll start piecing everything together and see what the end product looks like. So on the actual feed tube itself, you'll notice that there is like a bit of a ledge on the actual feed tube here. Now that ledge is going to sit right in here in the bottom side of this plate. So again, as I said, we'll go and whack it in. So then it'll look like so. So I've got one here pre-installed on the 1911 Golden Eagle magazine. So another thing that will come in the pack will be this little airline down the bottom here, which does have a thread which goes into the bottom port of your magazine. It'll also come with this QD fitting as well, just like a Polestar one, which is probably the best on the market, to be honest. It's not going to peel off, it's not going to bust or anything like that. So definitely going to be a high quality bit of equipment. So it'll come with this particular line, which is a straight one, and then it'll also come with another line, which is a more so a 45-degree line as well. But my personal opinion, this one's the best one. So again, we're going to get this magazine, we're going to get this thread, and we're going to thread it straight into the thread pitch here, right? You can't miss it. It's obviously where your fuel valve used to be. So I'll go ahead and put it in now. Now I do highly suggest when you're putting this adapter together, the thread, make sure you put a bit of plumber's tape on there. It's like any Polestar build that you do. Every time you do, say, a Eurotactics build, you're always putting plumber's tape on the reg pieces just to allow maximum air seal, and that way you're not going to have any leaks at all, which is going to decrease your FPS or even just your blasters use in the long run. Same goes with the tanks as well. If you're constant just air just leaking, it's going to create a problem running back to the tank, not necessarily just this as well, so keep that in mind. Now, to put this all together, you're going to get your feed tube, you're going to slide it up into the little hole right there, which is situated at the front. So once that's all in, it should look like so. So nice and neat, all your wires, nothing's collapsing on each other or anything like that. Everything has its own spot and own groove, so definitely follow those. Sometimes the mag terminal plate will move out of its slots and will give you a bit of trouble when actually trying to close everything together. So definitely just make sure everything's nice and tight, everything's in the correct spot, and if it does jump out, just slightly put it back and you'll be able to close it all up again. So 2-second thing. Now we're going to go ahead and screw this bad boy together. So all of the screws will be a 1.5mm hex head screw as well. So every screw is exactly the same size, so you don't have to worry about having different sized hex heads to kind of put the one thing together. Everything kind of just goes hand to hand. Once you're done putting the face on, if you're not going to use it straight away, I do suggest to put this door back on, which is just as simple as sliding it on, getting your hex head screw and then securing it like so. Now we're going to go ahead, I'm going to show you kind of what it looks like inside of the high capper. So thankfully it does work with all mag welds, guys, as well. So I know there's been previous adapters, there's even adapters on the market now that don't work with particular mag welds, and people have to take them off, and they can get quite expensive mag welds. I've seen them for about $80, and I know for a damn fact that if I spend $80 on a mag weld, there ain't a chance it's coming off to use an adapter. So this thing is absolutely amazing. Great bit of innovation, that's for sure. So I hope this has been mighty helpful for you guys. So just quickly, I want to go back over the compatibility of these adapters. So particularly, say if you're using the 1911 adapter, highly recommended to use a GE magazine. So GE 1911, sorry, will be absolutely fine with this. The 1911 one will only be compatible with the Golden Eagle 1911 at this time being. That is, guys, there is some prototypes at the moment happening for, say, WE, as I know there is a new range, same with the AW and WE, exactly the same thing. So in time to come, there will be an adapter for the WE AW, but for the time being, it'll only solely be for the GE, and that's 1911. Now, same goes with the high capper adapter as well. So obviously, if you're running a GE, then GE magazine is fine, double bell mag. But if you are going to run the AW, WE, or the Tokyo Marui, we do recommend that you use a double bell magazine. Pre-orders are live on the website right now. If this is something that you'd like, if you're just getting into the whole HPA thing and you already have a pistol, then I would recommend getting something like this just to kind of give you a taste of what HPA is really like on a very cheaper side. So again, if this is something you'd like, jump on the website as they are live right now on pre-order at a very, very competitive price, guys. You will not find cheaper nor better quality as well. But until next time, again, I hope this video has been mighty helpful for you guys. But yeah, Michael signing out. Hope you all have a good one. Peace out.